What is the act of snugly wrapping a newborn to keep them calm called? Is it swaddling, sleep bagging, or saran wrapping? I once wrapped the very popular Sir Mix-a-Lot song, I Like Big Butts, to a baby, and she fell right asleep. Yeah, it worked like a charm. Mwah. Oh boy, this isn't about wrapping to a baby, is it? Whoops, it's about actually wrapping up a baby. My bad. Maybe you can wrap to a wrapped up baby. Calm the little one right down to a nice beat. Boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots. Nope, okay, I don't know. Best way to calm a baby besides a rendition of Snoop Doggy Dogg. Drop it like a swaddle. Yes, and that is your answer. Swaddle is right. Swaddling a baby is an ancient technique used to make a baby feel safe and secure, particularly when he's overstimulated. It just takes a light blanket and some good wrapping techniques. Yeah, and I bet those workers at Chipotle know how to wrap some babies. I'm just saying, it's all about those burrito skills. So honestly, let's make like a burrito and wrap this up. If you got it right, I'll bet you feel calm and ready for the next one. Ooh. All right, here comes number 2 right now. What type of tea is usually caffeinated? Is it t-shirt, teacup, or black tea? What's the point if it's not caffeinated? Why is that even a thing? If it's not caffeinated, then I don't want it, all right? I like my tea like I like my mornings. Full of caffeine, thank you. Yeah, you can find caffeine in coffee, cocoa, cola soft drinks, cola nuts, cough syrup, and guarana, and more. I just had one of each of those things before the show. Can you tell? Whoa, I have 6 fingers. Nice. I don't even know what guarana is, but it has caffeine in it. Am I talking a lot? Oh no, I'm turning into a robot. Someone help. Okay, let me talk about the answer to question number 2. Black tea is your answer. If you pick black tea, you are right. It contains caffeine and flavonoids, which are beneficial for heart health. Yes, plus that caffeine will give you a nice little boost. I wish I could put on a caffeinated t-shirt. I'd wear it all day. Yeah, I wonder what types of tea is best for trivia. Take a sip of tea and let's see what we've got for question number 3. Oh boy, I rhymed again. Okay, which of the following is an affordable faux mink fabric often used for baby blankets? Is it minky, cashmere, or merino wool? Now, if you're having a baby or getting a gift for a friend who is, surprise them with a soft baby blanket. And even better, go cheap. Go faux! Every time that baby hugs or drags her soft blankie around, you can feel good knowing that you spent as little as possible for it. Yeah, nothing makes the heart grow fonder than saving some money. And also the smiling baby, that's not so bad either, yada, yada, yada. Great. And what fabric makes for the softest and cheapest blankie? It's a minky! Yeah! If you got that right, you must know that minky fabric is a plush 100% polyester faux fur fabric often used to make baby blankets and other baby accessories. Don't worry, adults, they come in your size too, so get your minky binky when you need a little nappy. All right, nothing like a nappy when you're feeling sicky, am I right? And that brings us to our That Sick question of the day. Gonna need a doctor. Gonna need a doctor. Great, okay, you know what else is sick? Getting question 4 right, and here it is. What's a sign of hay fever but not a cold? Is it fever, immediate symptoms, or thick yellow mucus? Achoo! Oh boy, it's the season. The season for some sneezing. Is it allergies or is it a cold? Someone help. Is your kid sick or can you send him to school? Or do you send your kid to school anyway and tell them to act healthy? Do it for mommy, okay? I'm sure no one does that. I'm winking and I'm not good at it, okay? Our little ones are just walking germs, wiping their dirty little hands everywhere they go. But is that stain they left on the wall contagious? One of the best ways to tell if it's just hay fever and not a cold is if your kiddo has immediate symptoms. And if you said immediate symptoms, then you got it. Not the cold, I hope, just the right answer. With the common cold, you may have a light fever and body aches. Ouch! You also won't see those symptoms until 1 to 3 days later after exposure. So if your friend sends over their sniffling, sneezing kid for a play date and says, oh, it's just allergies, and 1 to 3 days later your kid is sniffling and sneezing, well, it's a cold. And also your friend is probably a liar. But before that, I gotta say, we all just get schooled. Yeah, we did. That's right, folks. We have 354 players in the running. 1,400 of you are still watching, so let's get to it. All right, let's get to our next question. Question number 5. Here we go. What is the name of the substance that causes something to glow in the dark? Is it mercury, magnesium, or phosphor? Now, they say pregnancy makes you glow, but I'm pretty sure that's a different type of glowing. Yes, kids love anything that glows in the dark. They like it for fun, like lightsabers, slime, jewelry, wall art. I like it for practicality. You know, did you know that there are glow-in-the-dark toilet seats? Yeah, now that makes sense. You wake up in the too, so you don't trip over it on your way back to bed like I always do. Sorry, Mr. Whiskers. All that glow-in-the-dark stuff would require a lot of phosphor. Yes, I hope you picked phosphor because that is your answer and the substance that makes stuff glow. Yes, phosphors radiate visible light after being energized. Energizing phosphors can take a lot of energy. You remember holding your glow-in-the-dark stick close to the light bulb of your lamp? Yeah, it's tiring on the arm. Ow! But it's worth it when the phosphors slowly release their stored energy over time, emitting small amounts of light, which makes that beautiful glow. Yes. All right, let's check in here. We have 328 players still in the running. 785 of you got that right. All right, you know what makes stuff glow? That's awesome. That is how many people are ready to win the money. 328 of you. Now, if you've made a mistake, first, blame it on allergies. Second, keep playing. If not for the winnings, for the pride. Plus, your Facebook friends can see if you get more right. And of course, come back to play again next Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and who knows, you just might win it then. As always, remember to follow Schooled by Scary Mommy, like our page, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss it when a new show starts. Cool? Cool. And now we are moving on to question number 6. Which celeb was banned from a theater during a Steve McQueen movie? Was it Keira Knightley, Madonna, or Ozzy Osbourne? Banned from a movie theater? The only thing I've ever gotten banned from was my family's Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas and Easter and Flag Day and Valentine's Day and New Year's and a whole bunch of other stuff. Because guess what? Never bring up politics when you're around your family. Noted. I guess we've all learned that lesson in the recent years. I always regret starting that debate on how sharks make great pets. Oh, huge mistake. Gosh, talking politics with family is not good form. Good form is required particularly at a movie theater, especially when you're a celeb who is known to strike a pose. Yes, yes, the answer to this question is none other than Madonna. Madonna is a celeb who got banned from the Texas movie chain Alamo Drafthouse for doing the forbidden texting. Yes, Madonna is an American singer, songwriter, and apparently movie texter. Look at that. Add that to the resume. She was texting during the Oscar-winning movie 12 Years a Slave. Now, I could understand texting during a movie if it was 12 years long and it was called 12 Years a Movie, but put your phone down. Do it. Okay, not you out there, because we are about to hit rewind and go back in time. Yes, backwards talking. Okay, here's our old school question of the day. It's a blast from the past with question number 7. Here we go. Which of these 3 movies has the longest theatrical running time? Is it Titanic, JFK, or The Godfather Part Duh? Nothing like watching a long movie, right? I always put on my cozy pants, get a blanket, some popcorn, I cuddle up in front of my TV, and then immediately fall asleep. Yes, the longer the movie, the better sleep I get, actually. I always feel so rested after watching a movie with the family. Every long movie is a new release to me. Great. And the movie I got the longest nap time in for was Titanic. Yeah, Titanic is the longest of these 3 movies, clocking in at 3 hours and 14 minutes long, beating JFK and The Godfather Part Duh by just a few minutes. 3 hours and 14 minutes is basically a night's sleep for me. Won't sweat it? I won't let you go, Jack. I won't let you go, but I will take a nap. So just wanted to let you know that. Cool, awesome. Titanic was released in 1997 and apparently just never ended. Amazing. And how can we forget Celine Dion's Titanic-loved theme song, My Heart Will Go On. And for this movie, on and on and on and on for infinity. And how about I move on and on and on and on and see what you all are up to. All right, let's check it out. Brittany says, shout out to my shelter dog, Mo. Oh, Brittany, shout out to Mo indeed. Hope he's doing great. Sending him all the love and hugs and pets and stuff and treats. Great. Alyssa says, date night with my husband. Oh, Alyssa, we're so happy you're joining us on your date night here at Schooled by Scary Mommy. I hope you're winning some cash. Maybe you can go on another date night if you win some prize money. That would be great, right? Free date night sounds great. Jess says, always go with your gut instinct. Cool, Jess is giving you all some tips. Go with your gut. If you think something's right, click it, press it. You never know, you're probably right. Shelby says, hope my hubby doesn't tell me to turn it off before we finish. Yeah, Shelby, you want to finish the show. You want to make sure you get all 12 right and then win some money because that is a possibility for you, I hope. And if not, you can always tune in next week, right? Right. How's everyone else doing out there? We have 41 players still in the running, 786 of you still watching. That's exciting. So who's ready for our next question? I bet you are. Here is question number 8. About how many cocoa beans is in a 2-ounce bar of chocolate? Is it 5, 50, or 500? This is a good question. A good question indeed. Yes. But what I'd really like to know is how many chocolates is in 1 pound of weight gain? Okay, who's with me, right? I don't care what goes into my chocolate. I just care about the chocolate that's going into my mouth. Thank you. There's one thing I don't like about chocolate, and it's that the word late is in it. Do not be late on me, chocolate. No. I would name it Choco Early if I could. I'm sorry about that last joke. I just want to say I didn't mean to do that. Just came out. Great. All right, I'm ready to spill the beans on this question. If you picked that the number of cocoa beans that goes into 1 2-ounce chocolate bar is about 50 beans, then you got this question right. It's 50 beans. There are about 400 cocoa beans in 1 pound of chocolate, and that makes about 50 beans in 1 2-ounce bar. Cocoa beans are little beans found in the pods that grow on cocoa trees. Yeah, and cocoa beans are the essential ingredient in chocolate, and the essential answer to this question. Now, where has question 9 been? Ha! Here it is. All right, good. Which of the Great Lakes is smallest in surface area but not in depth? Is it Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, or Lake Huron? Does size matter though? Right? That's not the real question, right? All the Great Lakes are great, right? They're called the Great Lakes for a reason. So who cares who's smallest or who's biggest, you know? It's not a competition. Just be happy to be a lake, all right? Be the best lake you can be. Boop. Okay, can people swim in you? Can they fish out of you? That's what's important. Don't worry about your size, all right? But unlike me, inquiring minds want to know who's the smallest. So the right answer is Lake Ontario, Little Lakey Ontario, but only smallest in surface area, which is 7,340 square miles, but its average depth is 283 feet. Lake Erie comes in as the shallowest lake. Now, just because this Great Lake has the smallest surface area doesn't make it a lesser lake, all right? It has lagoons and baymouth bars. I wonder if those bars have a happy hour and like what time do they start, right? Okay, nothing better than a good happy hour and also nothing better than moving on to question number 10. Which of these plays had the longest run on Broadway? Is it The Wiz, Hair, or Pippin? Da, 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 Broadway! Okay, live theater is great if you don't have to pee a lot, right? Moms, you know what I'm talking about. You're on an every 15-minute schedule, right? Unfortunately, you can't pause live theater for a trip or 5, haha, to the bathroom. Hold on, this trivia show is live, so how close are we to Broadway? Does this count as a Broadway show? Never mind, we're definitely not on Broadway. We're off Broadway. We're not just off Broadway, we're like way off Broadway. You guys get it. Great. I hope you were not way off on the answer to this question though, and the right answer is Pippin. Of course, Pippin is your answer. This Broadway show is a 1972 musical and a book. Nice. Pippin is a young prince on his search for meaning and significance. I totally get it, Pippin. Yeah. What's the meaning of doing this, right? Oh yeah, to win money. Ha! Sick. Let's keep going then. Awesome. It's time to find out the meaning of our girl power question of the day. All right, folks, we're only 2 questions away from money winning time. We have 4 players in the running. 4 players left. Holy moly, that's exciting. We have 720 of you who are still watching and still playing and helping out, which is awesome. But there are 4 humans that could win the cash, and that is exciting. So I think let's go ahead and move on to question number 11. All right. In what year did the Olympics officially include women's boxing as an event? Was it 1982, 1992, or 2012? Now, women weren't allowed to box in the Olympics? What? Apparently, it was thought that women couldn't handle getting punched or knocked out, and that premenstrual anxiety made females too unstable to box. I don't know about you, but PMS makes me want to knock someone out. Did the boxing commissions forget that women gave birth to actual human beings out of their bodies? Did they forget that? Because this is a reminder, okay, that it can require days of stamina, a lot of muscle, and high pain tolerance to do. Yeah, maybe they should make birthing an Olympic sport. 10 women in their final days of their 3rd trimester line up to see who can push their babies out first. Yes. Doesn't make for good family TV viewing now that I read it like that in that newscaster voice. But it is a family sport though, so that's fun. Birthing events at the Olympics may never be born, but female boxing was an official event in 2012 in the Olympics, hosted by London. Yes, the right answer is 2012. Women's boxing was first featured as a demonstration in the 1908 Olympics. In 2009, the Olympics finally accepted women's boxing as an Olympic sport, but it didn't actually become an event until 2012. If you got that right, you just knocked out more than 2/3 of this game. Bing, 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 bing. Yes. All right, there's still 4 players in the running. Oh my gosh, the same 4 people are moving on to the final question of the show. Oh my goodness, it is the final stretch. 4 people. $1,000. What are we gonna do, people? It's on the horizon, it's coming, and if you get this final question right, you get some green to stuff in your little pockies, and if not, you probably have some lint, one of your kids' snotty tissues, or some marbles in there, and that's not so bad. That is not so bad at all. Now, it looks like we do have a prize. Okay, actually, so let's move on to question number 12. Which famed athlete's daughter has advocated for the pro-breastfeeding organization? Is it Best for Babes, for Best for Babes, is it Muhammad Ali, Hulk Hogan, or Deion Sanders? Now, pro-breastfeeding kind of sounds like professional breastfeeding. Is there amateur breastfeeding? Maybe breastfeeding can be in the Olympics too. You know, breastfeeding could be a sport. Did you know that breastfeeding burns an average of 500 calories a day? I mean, that is a workout, people. Best for Babes is not a sports organization. However, it's focused on making sure expecting mothers are prepared for breastfeeding and how to overcome its obstacles. Yes. Now, did you overcome this last obstacle? You did if you chose Muhammad Ali as your answer. The correct and winning answer of the night was Muhammad Ali, whose daughter is Layla Ali. Layla, along with a couple other mom celebs, hosted the first ever celebrity breastfeeding and toxin-free living event in 2012 and has shared her personal breastfeeding stories with Best for Babes. Another knockout for Layla, indeed. Now, this has been great. We have 3 total winners, which is $333.34 awarded to each. Shout out to Josh, Leslie, and Aram for winning. Again, that's $333.34 to the T awarded to each of you. Congratulations on answering 12 questions correctly and winning Schooled by Scary Mommy. And now all your pockets are going to be filled with a bunch of cool stuff. You have been so amazing. Yes, trivia players, thank you so much. You've done it. And if you got all the questions correct, you've won it. I bet you're glowing, maybe even in the dark. You winners could be in the Olympics of trivia if that were a thing. And you know what? If you were a Great Lake, you'd be one of the biggest. Yeah, not that size matters, just want to say that. And now you can sit back and relax, grab your Minky, and swaddle yourself while you sip on some tea and wait for your prize money. I ended with a rhyme. You knew I would.